Happy New Year, everyone! Before we start, can I ask you a question? Did you decide that this year you're gonna do something just for yourself every week? Or you decided that you want to learn something new? When the day finally ends after work, school, responsibilities, do you ever wish that you have a calm stress relief waiting just for you at home? The stress relief I'm talking about is cross stitch. It's a calm, creative hobby what you can do in the comfort of your own home. You don't need many things to enjoy it. Hello and welcome. I'm really glad you are here. I'm Maria from Maria Custor Designs. This is part of a series for beginners where I'll teach everything about cross stitch. It is designed especially for winding down after a long day in work or school. This series is gonna be for everyone who wants to have a hobby you can do after work in the evening or on the weekend when you have some free time. It helps you calm down, stress free, and helps keep you away browsing on the internet like I did before. Cross stitch is great because you can just pick it up in the evening, do a few stitches, it depends how long you have time for. It's something that you do over a longer period, well, except when you are doing short like weekend projects, which are usually small and you can do it fairly quickly. But normally when you are doing a larger size, you do it over months, sometimes years. Cross stitch is great for winding down, like listening to music while you are stitching or watching your favorite show. And what I do is making gifts for my loved ones and friends. In today's video we are starting with the fabric, and as you can see there are lots of different ones. I'm going to go through each of them to show you what to know about all of them. Okay, let's get started. This is Aida fabric, all of them, and it's perfect if you are stitching after work or the weekends. It is the most suggested one for beginners. Okay, so this is 14 count Aida, but there are all kinds. I'm gonna tell you later on. So can you see these holes? So across one hole like this, like across, this is one stitch. Okay, so as I said, there are like 11 counts, which is the bigger crosses, then 14 counts, and then I've got this teeny tiny one which is 32 counts. So you see, the higher the number, the smaller the cross is. Okay, so here you don't have to count really, because one square, one stitch on your pattern. So you just follow, check how many stitches you need in a row and on the pattern, and that's it. You just follow your pattern. So when you are starting just now, the fabric I recommend is 14 count Aida, and that's how you can buy it as well in the shops. In every fabric, the higher the number, the smaller the stitches. So for example, this is 14 count. This is the most popular for the beginners. This fabric is Evenweave, which is teeny tiny, as you can see. Maybe you can see it like this. So this is the part where you do it 2/2, which means that all the little holes you count 2 hole as one cross. So 2 on the right, 2 up, and that's gonna be one cross. I really like this fabric. I just started using it in 2025 because it looks really nice and you can't really see the holes on the finished project, but you definitely need to do your calculations here to do not miscount them. Okay, there are all kinds of color you can find. For example, this one I find it on Temu and it's 14 count Aida, So I really want to see how it's gonna work. It looks like a really stiff one, which is great for beginners. And here is the other one which I love, which is looks like a woven, I don't know, almost like a basket. So this one is like multiple different colors are weaved together. Okay, so on this one, I really love it. I already used a little bit. It's like multicolored threads woven together. It looks really nice as a background. And this is one of my newest favorites. This is called a plastic canvas. Both of them are 14 count, so just like the Aida. But this one is a clear, and I've got brown one, and I ordered some black ones as well, which is gonna look great. So it's the same like on the Aida. So you can see the holes. So one cross is one stitch. One square is one cross on your pattern. So you just follow the patterns. On the plastic canvas, you can only use full stitches, because on half stitches, but not quarter or 3/4 stitches, because there is no hole in the middle. Okay, these are great for ornaments or bookmarks or anything you need it for, like a stronger hold, or maybe something, a decoration for your key ring. These are my new favorites. You can find online, maybe on eBay, I think I find these bracelets, what you can stitch. So you find a pattern, any pattern, and just fill it up. So these are gonna be full stitches as well, because there is no hole in the middle. And for these ones, I recommend 3 skeins. Usually your pattern says it's 2 or 3, but because I want it to look fuller, just like on here, and this is my own design. Well, don't look at the back. Okay, I used 3 to make the look fuller. Another thing you can cross stitch is like these brass stitchables. This is a butterfly bookmark, and it's very pretty. It's really thin, so I suggest you can use 2 skeins for this one, and it says that bonus chart included. So you can see here. If you want, you can take a photo. Okay. It looks like these are really old. One is 2004. Actually, like this, you can see it says free strands. Here, free strands, which means you don't need to use 3. You don't need to use 2. You need to use 3. And for the back stitch, it says 2 instead of 1. This is beautiful as well. Oh, here is my camera. Hello. Last but not least, I just found this not long ago, I think in November. These are wooden pieces, so as you can see. Oh, this is the front, because can you see this line? This is gonna be gorgeous when we finish it. I think you can use 6 skeins, so like a full skein. Actually, I show you. So it came with this. So this is the thread. It has 6 skeins. When you open it up, it has like 6 little parts. Okay, so usually you use 2 skeins or 3, it depends what the pattern says, but for this one I recommend the full 6 on, because look how big the holes are. But I think with 6 it's gonna look full and really pretty. So I have to make some designs for this one. This came from Temu as well. I really like Temu. You can find really good things on it. Also, there are other canvases but I don't have at home at the moment. For example, water soluble canvas, which you put on any clothes you want to stitch on, like clothing, baby items, or jeans, any fabric you want your design on, and it's gonna dissolve in water, so you don't have to pull out the threads. The one where you pull out the threads, it's called waste canvas, and there are like one thread and just the hole, so it's much easier to see, and when you finish you just pull out all of them and only the pattern is gonna stay on your motifs, gonna stay on the clothes. If you got a fabric, for example as a gift, and you don't know what is the count, you can find out by using a inch ruler. Okay, so 1 inch you're gonna put here at the first hole where you want to start, and you're gonna check how many holes, how many crosses you can make in 1 inch. So for example, this one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So you don't count the last one because here is the last cross and this is the end of it, so which means this fabric is 14 count. Okay, and it's exactly the same with the Evenweave, but it's really hard to count, so this one should be 28. Okay, on Evenweave you count every single hole, okay, not every two like I said before how you stitch it, but you count every hole. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. Yes, so that's how you count. Okay, it's really hard to count because these are tiny, but 1 inch has 28 holes, so it's enough for 14 crosses, and that's how you count. So it's good. One from IKEA, it's cheap and free. Well, actually it's free. So sometimes you can hear that they say stitch over 2 threads. It means 2 tiny holes after each other makes, and 2 on the right and 2 up, which means 1 cross. Okay, so you don't stitch in every single hole, you count as 2. This one is a bit harder because you have to count closely how much the pattern says to you. Okay, so on Aida the fabric counts for you, which means that you know that 1 square is 1 stitch, 1 cross on Evenweave. And there is another one which is called linen. I don't have and I never tried linen, but it's the same, both of them, so you are doing the counting because it's 2 by 2 and you have to count every single time so you don't mess up your line. But on the Aida it's just 1 square, 1 stitch. It's easy to do, and that's why this is the fabric, the 14 count Aida, where you need to start if you are starting cross stitching just now. Okay, let me show you on a piece of paper. So we got 14 count Aida and 28 count Evenweave, which makes up the same size of cross. Okay, so in Aida 1 cross is 1 square. 1 square you've got the 4 holes. Okay, so you always start the stitching from the bottom left to the top right, and then go down under, come up on the bottom right and go on the top left. So that's how you make 1 cross. Okay, this is 14 count Aida. Now on the Evenweave it's a bit different, so you have to count, remember, 2 by 2. Okay, so you start the same spot just like in the Aida, the bottom left, and you go 2 up on the top right, and on the under you are coming up here, so you go down 2 holes, you come up on the bottom right and go over 2 holes, and you go down on the top left. So the two is the same, okay? It's exactly the same size, 14 count Aida and 20 count Evenweave. You don't have to stitch for hours. 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's enough to calm you down and get ready for the night. So what you're gonna need to start is 14 count Aida, or preferably light colored like this white one. Blue, oh, I lost my needle. I lost my needle. Okay, blunt tapestry needle for starting, and a small and simple pattern with just full crosses, which means just cross X's, okay, because that's the easiest for beginners. And some thread or flosses, which I'm going to show you in the next part of my series, which comes out I think next week. So if you would like to learn about all the different kinds of threads, please subscribe so you will see when my next upload is gonna be. If you like this series and you have a friend or relative who you think need a stress-free evening, just please share this video with them. I would like to help as many people as I can. If you stay till the end, please let me know in the comments why did you choose cross stitch, and if you have a pattern already which you would like to start and do this year. Thank you for watching. I'm very grateful you are here. Happy stitching and see you in the next video. Bye.